Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to do a kind of chit chat, get ready with me using, well, I have two palettes in front of me. I have the Urban Decay Naked palette and my Stila, oh, what is this called? The Wonderful in Waikiki palette. And the only reason I'm using this, well, you'll just have to watch the video to see. But those are the two palettes that I'm going to use. So if you want to see, you know, what I do to my face, then let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to start with the face today since I'm using, you know, kind of neutral shades on my eyes. I'm not too much worried about fallout or whatever. So for foundation, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this is an oil-free primer. So, and just so you know, I've already moisturized and used my eye cream. I used my Lancome under eye cream and my face cream. It's a lifting and firming face cream. I hauled it in a video, so I'll link it below if you want to see the actual product, because I don't know if it has like a specific name or not. But I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this on, mainly in my cheek area, on my nose, and on my chin, obviously in my T-zone, pretty much all over my face. Just foundation, I'm going to use the Lancome Renegade Lift Makeup. It has 20 SPF sunscreen, and it's a 12-hour anti-wrinkling foundation. So I'm just going to pump some of this on the back of my hand. That's what it looks like. I will be doing a review on this. So I'm going to use my Sephora Ridged Foundation Brush to apply it to my face, and then I'll buff it out. Ooh. I'll buff it out with a different brush. I'm just going to use this to kind of apply it to my face. Oh my gosh, Cookie. No. With my Real Techniques, this is my Expert Face brush. I always screw that up. I'm going to use this to further buff it all in. Cookie, stop. If I put you out, I'm not letting you back in. I swear sometimes I don't know who's worse, the kids or the dogs. I'm just going to take it down my neck a tiny bit so that everything blends together. And I don't know if I said, but the shade I have is 35 Claire Neutral N. So I do think my skin is more on the yellow tone than pink tone, but I do wear neutral makeup on my face a lot of times. Even when I went to MAC, they matched me as a neutral shade. I'm going to use the Lancome waterproof long-lasting under eye concealer, and I have mine in the shade medium Bisque. So again, I'm just going to squeeze a tiny bit is all you need. Like literally a half of a pea size is what I have here. Stop, Cookie, you're so noisy and annoying. Stop it. So I'm going to use my Sephora concealer brush, and I'm going to conceal under my eyes. So as you can see, it's just a tad a bit lighter than my skin tone, but I like it. So take this under the eye area, and it's supposed to be, you know, crease proof and all that stuff, so we'll see. With my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge, I'm just going to press this on the face to, you know, further set in my foundation and concealer. I did not use that concealer as a brightening product. I don't really need to do that today. I'm just going to the airport, but I will be filming later, so I figured I'd put on a little bit of makeup. I just figured I would invite you over to get ready with me. Alright, so under the eye, I'm going to use my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. And I'm going to just tap some of this into the lid. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques, what is this called? Setting brush. And I'm just going to pick some of this powder up and set my under eye area. Okay, for the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Lancome, what is this? Dual Finish Multitasking Powder Plus Foundation. It's an all-in-one, all-day wear, and mine is in the shade 320 Amande, I don't know. And I'm going to take it on my Mica Beauty Kabuki type of brush, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. Bronzer, I'm going to use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is an Amazonian clay waterproof bronzer. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. Cookie, hush! You're so annoying, hush! So taking my high definition angle brush from Walmart. It doesn't have a name, but that's where I bought it, so that's what I call it. Taking that, I'm just going to put this hold please. So putting this, just angle it kind of in the hollow of the cheek area and just kind of buff it into the skin like so. We're just giving some color back to the face. So I'll put a tiny bit up here on the forehead area, on the temples, on my nose a little bit, and on the chin area, and then I'll bring it down my neck. And it's always something. Anyway, okay, so now that I have bronzer, I'm going to move on to, I don't know if I'm going to do some contouring or not. This is my Too Faced, what is this? Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzing Powder, and it's made with real cocoa. It smells just like a hot chocolate packet. This is exactly what it smells like. Smells really good, and mine's in the color chocolate. So I may take a tiny bit of this, and I'm going to use my small stipple brush from e.l.f. and I may just use this to just do a light contouring right there. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics blush brush, and this is my Cargo blush. It's a water resistant blush in Los Cabos, and it's a real nice coral shade, and I think it is perfect for spring. Look at that color. Isn't it pretty? So I'm just going to take a tiny bit on this brush and put this on the apples of my cheek and just blend it back. Like so. It does have a slight sheen to it, so I may not have to highlight today. Not on the cheek area anyway. I will, however, take some down the center of my face. This is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And it's beautiful, if I can open it. That's what that looks like. So I'll take a little bit down the center of my nose and right on the tip as well. And I may take a tiny bit on the top of the brow, maybe a little on my Cupid's bow. Now, taking my Victoria's Secret Make It Last Prime and Set Makeup Setting Spray, I'm going to put this all over my face. Ha! Feels so good and refreshing. And then I'm going to go back to my Miracle Sponge and just kind of press that in. If you're wondering, for my eyebrows, I already obviously filled them in. I used my BH Cosmetic Flawless Brow Trio in dark. And then I used my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and this is in medium to dark. And then I topped it off with my NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel, and this is clear. So that is what's on my eyebrows today. I did a first impression on the L'Oreal, but the other two are just whatever. So that is that. Oh, and I did use my Instant Age Rewind Concealer just to carve out the bottom and just give it a little bit more definition on the shape. Alright, so moving on to eyes. I'm going to start with my Fergie Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This is the Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this and apply it to my eyes. And I will be applying a tiny bit on the bottom since I will be putting some color down there. Well, I'll just use my my face powder. I'm going to set this thing here with my setting brush, just because sometimes my eyeshadow will skip if I don't set it. My Naked on the Run palette from Urban Decay, it looks like this. I believe I did a review on this. If I can't remember if I did. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. I'm going to take this highlight shade right here on the bottom corner, and taking this paddle brush from the Balm Cosmetics, I'm going to use this shade to highlight my brow bone. I just didn't want it to be too shimmery. Flipping the brush over, I'm going to take the crease side of the brush, and this second shade right here, I'm going to use this in my transition color. Does this have a name? Okay. The highlight is called 50-50. The shade I'm going to put into the crease as a transition shade is called Fix. So take some of that onto this crease brush. It has a really nice mirror too, you guys. Like, seriously, look at that mirror. It comes with a mascara, an eyeliner, a lip gloss, blush, bronzer, highlight, and 5 eyeshadows. So it's the perfect travel, like, little kit. Right, so taking this into the crease, just going to wiggle this in here. Give my eyes a little bit of shape and a little bit of depth as well. So, now with a clean blending brush, I'm going to use the one by Sephora. This is just the crease brush. I'm going to blend out the edges on that crease color. Like so. I think all brushes should be yellow. It's just a fun, happy color. With a more precise crease brush, so I'm going to take this one here by Face Secrets. I'm going to take the deeper shade of brown that's in this palette. This one right here. This is in the shade Dare. So I'm going to take Dare and really work this into my actual crease. So just really putting this in the hollow of my eye. And I'm taking this from inner to outer corner. On the other side of this brush, there's kind of like this angled shadow brush, but it's kind of fluffy. So I'm going to use this to blend out the top edge of that color. Like so. I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to put this on the mobile lid of my eye. And make sure you blend this out pretty well. And the reason I'm doing this is because I really want the shadow to pop that I'm going to apply next. So using my ring finger, I'm just going to blend this shadow out. I am going to take a tiny bit of this pencil on the inner corner so that my highlight really pops as well. Moving into the Stila palette, I'm going to take, let's see, what is this? This is called Sarong, and it's this really pretty copper shade, and I'm going to use this on my Naked 3 flat shader brush here. And I'm going to pop this all over the lid, and that was why I wanted that white base, so that this color really pops. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Oh, so pretty. Flip my brush over to this blending side, and I'm just going to blend the lid shade and that crease shade together. Actually, that's not doing what I want, so I'm going to go into my crease brush from the Balm and really blend that out. And I'm going to switch it to the more precise blending brush and really get in that inner corner and blend out that edge. Taking this, what is this? This crease brush from Crown Brushes, I'm going to take a little bit of that color Sarong and put it on this brush, and I'm going to work it into the crease so that the colors really blend together. Moving on into the inner corner, I'm going to take this shade called Wahine, and it's a really nice champagne-y, shimmery color there. And I'm going to take this on my Studio 35 double-ended brush. It has a small shader brush, and I'm going to take that and pop this right onto the inner corner. It's not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Maybe if I put some more of this jumbo pencil on the inner corner. I think that's about as bright as I'm going to get it. The one thing about these Stila shadows is they kick up a lot of dust when you're getting them out of the pan, so be careful with that. Okay, moving along. Now I'm going to apply some eyeliner to my tight line. This is the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny, and I'm going to put this, like I said, on my tight line. I'm going to put a tiny bit of this on my waterline. Not my lash line, my actual waterline. On my lower lash line, right up in my lashes, I'm going to take this is by Marcel. It's a hypoallergenic waterproof eyeliner in Blue Lagoon. So I'm going to take this and run it right underneath my lashes, right up underneath that black liner. Alright, now for the fun part. I'm going to take this blue shade. This is called Surf in the Stila palette. This really bright pop of blue, and I'm going to take this on the pencil side of my crown brush, and I'm going to run this on top of that blue liner right underneath my lashes. And this is going to give it a really nice pop of color, and I think this copper shade and this blue color are like a perfect match. I'm going to take this brush with no additional product and just really blow out that line. I'm really going to smoke it out down there. Now for lips, I'm going to take my Tawny by Jordana lip liner, and I'm going to line my lips with this. Okay, this is by Lancome. This is the Color Design lipstick, and it's in Love It, and it's a cream finish. It's a really nice nude shade. That's what that looks like there, and this is the color that I'm going to use, obviously. I love it. It's such a nice, like, smooth, hydrating feel. And that is that. Now you're probably wondering why I did not do my lashes. I'm actually going to use the, what is this? The CoverGirl Supersizer. I got mine in Very Black. I'm going to do this off camera. I'm actually going to do a first impression on this. So I'm going to do my lashes and then I'll be back. So if you want to see this, then I'll link it down below after I get it published and edited and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, do my lashes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just applied the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara, and if you want to see what I think about it and everything, like I said, I did a first impression on it, so I will link it down below. Obviously, if this video goes up first, you'll have to wait a day or two until this video is actually published on my channel. Otherwise, when you click the link, it'll just not do anything. So, enough rambling. This is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun today chit-chatting with you guys. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you're doing for Easter. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Deuces. Mwah.